Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife and Resources Agency.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray. And this is First Saturday, show number 481st in our career. On this first Saturday, that means that my good friends, Dave Gabbert, Gene Smith.
The Darrell and Darrell Show.
The Darrell and Darrell Show. Don't get carried away now, guys. They're normally in the studio. Listen to this. Look, they've already got.
First Saturday in the moon of the yellow truck.
First Saturday, the moon of the yellow truck, and Gene is doing puns as we close each segment. Hey, I got two special people on right now, longtime friends, and thank the world of both of these, and really have enjoyed a book that Ron Jolly has come out with. Excuse me if I call him Jolly every once in a while, because he is a jolly person. I know that, yeah. But right off the bat, the cover is stunning. You don't have to read the book. Look at the cover. Post it on your wall, whatever you want to do, because the cover is a photo by his lovely wife, Tes Jolly, and her photographs are all throughout the book. It's called Memories of Spring by Ron Jolly, and if you go to Amazon, you'll see there's not it ran out of stars on what to put for it. There ain't no more stars than you can get than Memories of Spring, and I'm really glad to have them from Tuskegee, Alabama, or Lower Alabama, or L.A., if you want to call it that. Hey, good morning, Jolly family.
Good morning, Larry.
Good morning, Larry.
Thanks
Tell
for.
you what, you must be a dedicated radio show host not to be turkey hunting this morning.
I'm leaving right after the show. That's what everybody knows. I've told them that. I will be in the woods later this morning. And that's somebody trying to make noise back in the background. That is not me here. I can tell you that for a fact. I think that's.
I'm trying to call a turkey in.
Yeah, well, you've got me. I'm here. Okay, you don't have to go any further than that. But let's talk to Ron and Tess about this book. And I told them I'm up to a certain level, and I've read it. In fact, it took me a while just to comprehend. I'm up to chapter 6. There are 217 stories, and there's a closing, which I didn't know. I don't know if I'll get to that. I'm taking so long to encompass all the rest of them. But let's talk about the thing itself. Ron, I know you've, for you folks out there and familiar with Primos and the Truth series and all those different kind of things that Ron has been involved with as a video person, as the one carrying the camera through the ridges, the thickets, the gorges, and everything else. Yeah, back in 96, he made the real decision of his life, and that's when he married Tes Randall, now Jolly, and we appreciate them spending time with us today to talk about the book. And when I look through it, guys, and like I said, I'm only up to chapter 6, and looking for tricks and no dummies and just add water. I got to ask y'all the putting together of this. Talk about that. When do you stop and when do you start, and how did you come up with the names and numbers? Talk about, was that the hard part, or was it just talk about the putting the book together, Ron?
Well, it started actually 20 years ago.
Okay.
I started writing some, and publishing some stories, and I always thought I wanted to write a book. And what actually happened, the world just kind of all came together for us this past year, and I decided I was going to do it. And Tess committed to helping with the photography, and that was a huge, huge help.
Yes, yeah.
And I had a goal in mind. It's 226 books. Book is 226 pages, and it's quite. It's a bunch. It's a bunch of stories, but my goal was for it not to be hard sell how-to turkey book.
Yeah.
Turkey book.
Yeah.
And to me, my life and Tessa's life has been so. We've been caught up in a web spun by wild turkeys ever since we met.
Yeah. Okay.
25 years ago, and to me, the book is a life book as much as it is a turkey book. It's about our lives and experiences hunting and what we've done as a career with wild turkeys.
Yes. And I think it's obvious by just what I've got to right now. There's a lot of heart and soul in this, Tess, isn't it? I mean,
yeah, and Jolly is such a good storyteller.
Yes, he is.
He's he writes in in a way that, anybody that loves the outdoors can relate to.
Yes.
And some people call it warm and fuzzy. We just like to think of it as, why we all hunt. And he's great at it, and he broke the book down into sections to where it's just a great read, because you'll laugh through some and you'll be frustrated through others, and then you may shed a tear toward the end. It covers all the aspects of a turkey hunting life.
It sounds like the life and legend of the Jolly family. I mean,
well, there's a lot of other people in it.
Yes, there is.
It's not about
no. But there's so many people in here that I have to mention, folks. This book is one of those that you can read and reread. We had Jim Spencer on here a couple of weeks ago on our turkey show, and talking about his Turkey Digest. And that thing is, I can't pick it up. It weighs so much now. It's gotten to be that thing. And we've had some other authors on, but I want to say one thing. And when I got to chapter 3 and page 24, and it said my wife Harvey, I really I haven't. It's so far. It's my best. Okay, it's my best, and I'll explain to the folks in a little while. When you get this book, you'll understand what he means by my wife Harvey, because I used to put on a wild game show at my church, and I had a young lady every year would dress up, because it was men only, men and boys, and she would come in with mustache, she'd have all this kind of stuff. Her daddy didn't even know her. Okay? She wanted to be there. So the story is, I'm just going to give you a quick detail, is that when she was growing up, Tess was such a hunter and things like this that she actually disguised as a male to participate in the in the hunt club. And but it is and she was Harvey during this time. So I don't know how Harvey came about. I keep thinking of Jimmy Stewart and the rabbit. But
that's exactly where it came from.
Is that? That's what I had. It had to come through. But I've already contacted this young lady. She's now married with kids. Talking about that she wasn't the first to do that, to dress up. Again, we're talking to Ron and Tes Jolly, or just Jolly, if you want to come down to it, on their new book called Memories of Spring on Outdoors with Larry Ray. That's fabulous. If you go to Amazon or any of the other places like this. It's just great. It's by Jolly's Outdoor Visions, LLC. Now, that really sounds impressive to me, guys, when I saw that.
Like most of our good ideas, it was Tess's idea.
Oh, you really thought I thought it was yours? Come on now. Okay. Yeah.
Well, I know you're smarter than you look.
I don't know about that. I've been around it before and everything, but did you ever... you talk about in the acknowledgments, which I really love. Thank you all for sending me the copy and autograph it and everything. And folks, even the forward by Will Primos. Will and I go back a long way. He actually made me a special mouth call that said I wouldn't gag. Well, I swallowed it, I think. I don't remember, but it was a Larry Ray special. But you guys had a relationship with you and Will. And I can tell by the stories and I really like that you did not break them down, your chapters, but, that's had the Friends chapter. I've been through that and some of the other things. So talk about the compilation of this. And I know the photo that really struck me, besides the cover, which features one of Tess's work, I know this. That's just the most, I'm looking at it right now, and I can't wait to get out of this show and go hunting just by looking at this bird on the front. But talk about the photography in this thing, Tess, about putting it together from that.
I just wanted to pull images that would make people want to turn the page, that they want to keep reading along. And it's just a little break in each section that I hope that the reader will go, wow. And then I can't wait to read the next section. So those are birds that, I've been photographing for over 20 years. And
yes. Well, I don't know how you picked out what you picked out because you got so many good ones in there. And I know that when we look back on this, on the book itself, I've got to say it came out at a great time. Your timing was really good. I hate what we're going through right now, but I'm so happy that something good happened to you, Ron, early this year that I know had to be a thrill for you. Talk about going into the Hall of Fame.
I never dreamed that God had anything like that in store for me.
There you go. Yeah.
It was just so coincidental that happened the year that we decided to come out with the book, and so many good things happened to Tess and me this year. It's a God thing.
It is that.
Put credit anywhere else. When you talk about the book, when you get to the chapter called "It's All or Such Is Life,"
okay, I got
when
to.
you get to that, I think you'll shed a tear, and you'll know most of what you need to know about Tess and me, our attitude toward turkey hunting and life in general.
Yes.
Because people make life worth living and
that's right.
Make it the rich experience that it's been for us. And I just made so many great friends and personalities over the years that I wanted to share that in this book.
Well, I think you've done that. I don't think I'm gonna let my wife read Rattlesnake, Mississippi. She don't like snakes. Okay, I may skip that when she's grabbed the book a couple of times to read a couple of the chapters. But when I got down there to Rattlesnake, Mississippi, it better be good after that. Okay, it's got to be good.
Well, let me say the Hall of Fame thing was, you can't imagine how small you feel sitting in that pew chair, knowing that you got to walk up there behind Walter Parrott or Dick Kirby or Denny Govos, Paul Butsky. I mean,
Nightingale. Just go.
I went before them.
Good for you. I'm glad.
If I'd had to go behind them, I don't think I would have done it.
Well, the walk film,
humbling experience that, I'm so appreciative of it, and I thank Will Primos for giving me that chance all those years ago, and it's just been a great life and a great career.
Well, I'm so proud of y'all and the family, and well-deserved February 15th into the National Wild Turkey Federation's Grand National Hall of Fame. Ron and Tes Jolly. Again, folks, you can go to Amazon, Memories of Spring, and sure other outlets, right? Tess, where can they get this book?
We're only selling it on Amazon except for direct orders.
Okay, so you go to Amazon like I did and looked it up and read a lot of the reviews, but it's a must-do, folks. You need to have this right now. It's called Spring Memories, Memories of Spring, and on Amazon, and get it. It is a wonderful book from back to, I ain't got to, but I'm making it, though, and everything. So we would like, before we close this segment, this man is a pun master, so we need an uplifting here on this Saturday in Memphis. So, Gene Smith, give the Jolly family one of your puns.
Okay, this man was walking down the street, and he saw the sign that said, "Talking dog, $10." He said, "Oh, my gosh."
$10?
So
okay.
he looked the guy up, and the guy went in there, and the dog started talking. He said, "Yeah, I'm a great dog. I used to be a professional football player. I was in the Hall of Fame and all that kind of stuff." And the guy said, "Well, wow, why are you selling this dog?" He said, "I can't stand a liar. He never played football."
Okay, I want y'all to remember that, though. Appreciate you guys, okay? Stay in touch, all right? We'll talk to you.
Thanks so much for having us.
Thank you. All right, let's take a break on Outdoors with Larry Ray. We'll be right back.